Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation addresses DTC B1028, a signal error associated with the rear wiper motor for the Honda CRV models from 2017 to 2022. The rear wiper motor is critical for visibility and safety as it clears water or debris from the rear window. The body control module, BCM, is responsible for monitoring the operation of the wiper system. When the BCM detects an abnormal signal from the rear wiper motor's park position, it triggers DTC B1028. Identifying and troubleshooting this error effectively ensures that the rear wiper system functions properly, providing safety for driving conditions. This issue can disrupt the user experience, making it essential that vehicle owners stay informed about possible causes and troubleshooting methodologies. DTC B1028 indicates a signal error from the rear wiper motor, specifically concerning the park signal. The rear wiper motor is located at the rear window, where it plays an essential role in providing a clear view by removing rain and debris. The signal error can prevent the rear wiper from functioning correctly, potentially leaving the rear window obstructed during adverse weather conditions. The body control module, BCM, is responsible for interpreting the wiper motor signals to ensure that it operates in accordance with user input. If the BCM detects an issue with the signal during the park mode, it will set the DTC B1028 code, requiring thorough diagnostics to resolve the underlying issues. There are several possible causes for DTC B1028. First, wiring issues could result from damage or high resistance, which can impair the communication between the rear wiper motor and the BCM. Second, blown fuses, specifically fuse number D4 or D17, depending on whether the vehicle is equipped with keyless access, can impede power distribution to the wiper motor. If these fuses are compromised, the circuit may not complete, leading to a failure in the wiper's operation. Lastly, a malfunctioning rear wiper motor could cause this DTC, as an internal failure would prevent it from sending the correct signals to the BCM. Each of these areas must be examined and rectified to ensure proper functionality. The typical symptoms associated with DTC B1028 may include the rear wiper not functioning entirely or operating intermittently. Drivers may notice that the wiper does not respond to user input, which can substantially affect rear visibility during rain or inclement conditions. Additionally, the presence of DTC B1028 will be indicated by a diagnostic scanner when the vehicle is checked for trouble codes. Such symptoms are crucial in diagnosing the issue accurately. If the DTC appears frequently, it indicates a persistent problem requiring immediate attention from a specialist. The initial step in troubleshooting DTC B1028 is to clear the DTCs using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS. This involves connecting the HDS tool to the vehicle's OBD2 port to reset any stored trouble codes. Following the DTC reset, the vehicle should be turned to the off, lock position, then switched to on mode. Subsequently, it is essential to operate the rear window wiper switch. Setting the switch to INT for a minimum of 15 seconds will help check if the system is responding. After this test, the HDS should again be used to check for existing DTCs. This initial verification helps in determining whether the problem is ongoing or intermittent and informs subsequent steps in the troubleshooting process. The second step involves a thorough fuse check, as blown fuses are a common cause for operational failures in vehicle components. For DTC B1028, you need to inspect either fuse number D4 or D17, which are both located in the under-dash fuse/relay box. If your Honda CRV is equipped with a keyless access system, check fuse D4. Otherwise, check D17. If you find that either fuse is blown, it should be replaced promptly. However, should the fuse blow again after replacement, further investigation is warranted to locate and repair any short to ground in the Ignition 1 IG1 HAC wire. This ensures that the electrical system receives proper power without interruptions. Once the fuses have been verified, the next step involves checking for an open circuit in the IG1 HAC line. Begin by turning the vehicle to the off lock position. Then disconnect the rear window wiper motor's 3P connector. With the motor unplugged, switch the vehicle to on mode and measure the voltage between the specified test points. Test point 1 is on the rear window wiper motor 3P connector, female terminal number 1, while test point 2 is connected to the vehicle's body ground. The expectation is to find battery voltage present. If battery voltage is detected, this indicates that the IG1 HAC wire is functional and you can move on to the next troubleshooting step. Conversely, if no voltage is present, it suggests an open or high resistance issue in the wiring that needs to be addressed. After confirming that the wiring is intact, the next critical step is to conduct a rear wiper motor check. Ensure the vehicle is turned to the off lock position before proceeding. Perform a specific test on the rear window wiper motor by activating it manually or checking its response when powered. You need to confirm if the motor runs and whether it pulses normally, indicating that it is functioning correctly. If the motor does not operate as expected or fails to pulse, it is likely defective and must be replaced. On the other hand, if the motor performs adequately, you would proceed to the next step in the process to continue isolating the issue. Next in the troubleshooting process is to check for any shorted wires in the rear wiper motor line. Begin by disconnecting the body control module BCM connector A 14P. Then, measure the voltage between the two specified test points, the rear wiper motor 3P connector, female terminal number 3, and the body ground. Ensure that the vehicle is in the off lock position during this procedure. You should expect to find battery voltage at this junction. If voltage is present, it suggests that there is no short to power in the wire, and you can proceed to the next step. However, if battery voltage is missing, it indicates a problem with the wiring that necessitates further repair actions. In this step, the emphasis is on further investigating the RR wiper MTR wire for any shorts. This requires checking for continuity between two test points while keeping the vehicle in the off lock mode and both the rear window wiper motor 3P connector and BCM connector A 14P disconnected. You need to measure continuity between the rear wiper motor 3P connector, female terminal number 3, and body ground. If continuity exists, it indicates a short to ground that must be repaired. Conversely, if continuity is absent, it suggests that the wire is functioning correctly, allowing you to proceed to further tests or inspections as indicated in the upcoming steps. Following the previous continuity checks, the next essential step is to verify the integrity of the RR wiper MTR line. Again, the vehicle should remain in the off lock mode with both the rear wiper motor 3P connector and BCM connector A 14P disconnected. You need to establish continuity between test point 1 on the BCM connector A 14P number 7 and test point 2 on the rear wiper motor 3P connector, female terminal number 3. If continuity is confirmed, the wire is considered okay, and you can proceed to the subsequent step. However, if continuity is not present, this indicates an open circuit or a potential high-resistance issue that will require repairs to ensure a proper electrical connection and system function. The final step involves checking the ground line associated with the wiper motor circuit. This check is conducted with the vehicle still in the off-lock mode, ensuring that both the rear wiper motor 3P connector and BCM connector A14P remain disconnected. You will be measuring continuity between test point 1 on the BCM connector A14P number 6 and body ground. If continuity is achieved, it confirms that the ground wire is functional, and if everything else checks out, you might need to replace the BCM if other checks have not resolved the DTC. Conversely, if no continuity is found, this indicates an open or high resistance issue in the ground wire or a poor ground connection at G401, which needs to be repaired to restore proper current flow. After performing all troubleshooting steps for DTC B1028, it's critical to verify the integrity of the repairs conducted. Begin by clearing any DTCs using the HDS tool again, ensuring that there are no remaining codes related to the rear wiper motor. Once the codes are cleared, thoroughly test the rear wiper functionality. Operate the rear window wiper in various modes to confirm consistent and proper operation. This step solidifies the reliability of the repair and ensures that the system is functioning as intended without any anomalies. Effective verification is a crucial aspect of automotive diagnostics, reinforcing the overall safety and functionality of the vehicle. In conclusion, troubleshooting DTC B1028 involves a systematic approach that includes verifying the issue, checking fuses, and assessing wiring integrity. Key steps such as isolating the rear wiper motor and checking for shorts or open circuits are essential in identifying root causes of the problem. Each diagnostic step plays a significant role in ensuring that components like the body control module, BCM, and rear wiper motor function correctly together. As identified in the presentations, the goal is to restore full functionality to the rear wiper system for improved visibility and safety. Preventive maintenance, such as regular inspections of fuses and electrical connections, can help avoid similar issues in the future, ensuring the longevity and reliability of the vehicle's wiper system. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.